And our third main topic today gets sent to us by Lucas Cambites, who writes, "Hey, John and crew. I just saw that Elizabeth Olsen's Portuguese voice dub actress, Mariana Torres, took to her Instagram story, and shared a picture in studio with Manolo Rey, who happens to do the Portuguese voice dubbing for Tobey Maguire. He was also wearing a shirt with the 3 Spider-Men on it. She captioned the photo with 'Good things are coming.' Do you think this could be any indication that Tobey's Spider-Man will pop up again for another surprise cameo?" All right. And this comes to us from, again, Lucas, who wrote that in. All right. Here's the thing. So this is actually something that kind of popped up a couple of weeks ago. I paid no attention to it, but for some reason, like last night, I had about 4 or 5 different people write in about this. So here's the basic gist. The basic idea is that the actress who does the Portuguese voice dub for Wanda put up a picture of herself in studio with the actor, Manolo Rey, who does the voice dubbing for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, wearing a t-shirt, which you can see here, of the 3 Spider-Men, with the caption, "Good things are coming." Now, with all the speculation and all the rumors and all the basically a spinning ball lottery right now about who's going to cameo in Doctor Strange 2, it is, when you see this picture, it is understandable that a lot of people would go, well, does this mean that Tobey Maguire is in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness? I mean, we don't see Tobey Maguire, but it is the guy who does the voice for Tobey Maguire. He's wearing a Spider-Man shirt. They're in studio. And listen, would it make sense that if you go to Tobey Maguire and say to him, "Hey, listen, we're doing this new Spider-Man movie, and we have this vision for having all 3 of you there. Can we entice you back in? Can you get back into fighting shape?" All this kind of stuff. Is it really terribly irrational to think that when they went to him with that, they actually went with him with a pitch for a couple of movies? To say, well, now that we have this established, that you're a different universe's version of Spider-Man, and now we're going into a movie called The Multiverse of Madness, which they've always said is some way, shape, or form connected to Spider-Man No Way Home. Is it really that unbelievable to think that Tobey Maguire could indeed be one of the characters that pops up in the Multiverse of Madness? And I would submit to you, it's not. Now, one of the things that I should point out is the fact that this guy, this Manolo Rey, he is not only a voice actor. Apparently, what a number of people wrote into me is that he is also a voiceover director. So he's also a guy who will be there in the booths with voice actors, and he'll be hired by studios to direct the performances for that. So there's a very good possibility here that this is simply her going in to do the voice for Wanda, and he's the director in studio working with her. So, I mean, I don't have any definitive information on this. Obviously, we only have what is sitting here. But Rob, you're seeing all this. What do you think is going on here? Do you think there's a possibility? Do you think it's within the realm of possibility to think that that Tobey Maguire could indeed be popping up in this, and we just got a picture of the 2 people doing the Portuguese voices for him? Do you think he won't pop up? What do you think we're looking at in this picture? There's a lot of questions here. How do you see it?
What actor who has played a superhero in the MCU has ever been signed to just one movie?
Quicksilver. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Okay, good. That's a good one.
But that doesn't count because the character died. So I guess that doesn't really count.
So if you're, I would imagine that you're making a movie where you're establishing in the MCU that a multiverse exists. There are 2 different Spider-Mens in addition to Tom Holland that we see. You're following it up with a movie called Multiverse of Madness that's directly tied to this film. I know for a fact, because I was at Manhattan Beach Studios last year, that they were doing reshoots for both Doctor Strange and Spider-Man No Way Home around the same time. I didn't see anybody when I was there, but the studio was working. I think that it is a very good possibility that we might see the Spider-Men again.
You think that we could see all three? You're not just saying Tobey Maguire. You're speculating that we could see all three of them in here.
Well,
again.
I mean, if you think about it, like we might not see Tom Holland,
right?
Because Stephen Strange wouldn't know who he is. But in terms of he's not going to forget about if there is a multiverse rip and things are going badly for everybody. You have those Spider-Men show up and go, "What did you do, Strange? You pulled us into your universe, and now our universes are falling apart, or whatever." I'm not saying they're going to be main characters, but it would make sense. Especially now, you even now, it doesn't take a lot to get somebody to shoot a cameo or a sequence. They can shoot that and put it in the movie. Especially, we're now into the third month, December, January, February, of watching Spider-Man No Way Home is still in theaters making money.
Third place.
I mean, if third place,
still in third.
I don't think if you called up Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and said, "Hey, Andrew, you're on the awards circuit. You're in LA. You're doing all kinds of promotion for all the movies that you're in, Tick Tick Boom and Eyes of Tammy Faye, whatever. You might have come down to the studio. We got a little scene we'd love you to do, and here's $1 million." Like, whatever. I mean, you don't think that they wouldn't do that? I think that depending on what it is, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, the question isn't really, is it something they would do? The question is it something Kevin Feige would do?
I think he absolutely, because this is absolutely because they actually have a reason in terms of cameoing.
Yeah.
That we've seen that whatever happens, Doctor Strange caused them to come into our universe and caused them to leave the universe, which could be part of the reality. What does Mordo say? You're going to pay for meddling with what is the actual line
your desecration?
Your desecration. That's it. Desecration.
Cannot go unpunished.
Yeah, and you think that I mean, they would be the first people that I would think would cameo in this movie because they actually already have been affected by it.
So here's a question: did this young lady just out that Tobey Maguire is going to be in the movie, or is it a more innocent explanation that he is just the director in there right now, and can both be true?
Okay, here's another thing. I think both could be true. They did it on purpose. Hard
to imagine they didn't.
I think now that, look, how much speculation. When you have Jimmy Kimmel talking to Andrew Garfield about Tick, Tick, Boom, and Jimmy Kimmel's like, "Come on, you're in the new Spider-Man movie, aren't you?" And they do that bit. The whole idea of them lying to the audience has now become a fun marketing tool. They're so far ahead of us. They know exactly what they're doing. They release this. It's fun. And the fact that fans have picked up on this, that it's a topic on this show. Now, how many people are going to go look for this picture right now? And they're like, dude, this is free marketing that keeps the talk going. It's February. This movie doesn't open until May. And we talk about this movie every day on this show. I mean, talk about where's our Disney shill checks? Come on, man.
I think Bob Chapek held them up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting, John. I'm waiting. I mean, I'm trying to move. I could use some money. All the Hot Toys figures they're going to put out from this movie, somebody's got to give.
There's going to be
a
lot of Hot Toys figures. I got to ask Ray. Ray, I just want to know, do you think that it's possible we could see a Tobey Maguire? I mean, let's not even say all three Spider-Men. Let's just stick with Tobey Maguire for a second. Do you think it's possible we could see Tobey Maguire in Doctor Strange?
No.
You're going on the no
I'm
train.
going 100% no. Just because I just feel like he's gonna be in something, but not Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is starting to feel crowded.
It's not only that, but I just like there's a lot more other characters I would rather see in Doctor Strange that would impact the MCU more than just a cameo from Tobey
Well,
Maguire.
that's true too.
But that could be the kickoff point where they like, you guys, you screwed this up.
Yeah.
What would Spider-Man do if his universe was falling apart? If he had a way to get over and say, you fix this, Stephen Strange.
Well, guys, question is for you. What do you think we're looking at here? Are we looking at a picture of truly the voice actors of these things? Did we just get told that Tobey Maguire is going to be in it? Maybe a lot of you guys already suspected he would. Maybe it's as innocent as a voice actor and a voice director. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take just a minute and thank the sponsor of this video, Masterclass. Masterclass is offering classes on a wide variety of topics, like all taught by world-class masters at the absolute tops of their field. Each class is broken down out into individual video lessons, usually like around 10 minutes or so long, and members can explore at their own pace. And each class is supported by downloadable materials, lessons, recipes, or more that you can all find at masterclass.com. For example, are you into streaming? Well, you can take the Building Your Streaming class taught by ninjas so you can sharpen up on your streaming skills. Or if you're interested in independent filmmaking, take independent filmmaking from Academy Award winner Spike Lee. You want to get classes on how to direct? How about from Ron Howard? The very first one I personally looked up and got into was Business Leadership by the great Big Papa Iger, Bob Iger himself. And I was absolutely enthralled with it. I love every single minute of this stuff. If any of those apply to you, you need to try Masterclass. So I highly recommend that you check it out. Get unlimited access to every Masterclass. And as a John Campea Show viewer, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Campea. Once again, to get 15% off your annual membership, go to masterclass.com/Campea.